In this video, I want to give you my honest, like straight up raw advice for YouTubers who have less than 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to waste your time. Let's jump into it. Now, I know a lot of people who have created YouTube channels have measured success with getting 1,000 subscribers, getting monetized. And I want to break this down. This might be a little bit of a longer video, so do me a favor, watch the video all the way to the end because I don't want you to miss any of these tips. Now, first things first, I have my notes as always to keep myself organized, right? And this is just a little thing that I do. But I'm going to tell you, there is some power out here. You being a YouTuber, there's some power, right? There's some power to it. And like I said, I'm going to emphasize on the fact that monetization is not any measure of success. There's things that you could learn on here. Editing, public speaking, being natural on camera. Talking to camera is not any easy feat. So any of you who have started a channel and made at least one video or even recorded a video or even, thought of a passion point on starting a YouTube channel, you are like of the minority. There's not too many people who could do what we do, and I want to tell you, like, if you are trying to become monetized or have been chasing these watch hours, these subscribers, this does not mean you are not successful or you're nowhere near being successful. Let me tell you something. You can make a website. You can start your own brand. You can drop merch. You can sell services. There are so many different things that you can do, even not being monetized. Because remember, when you have a YouTube channel and you make a video, you can link stuff in the description, like your website. You could put text where your subscribers or your business, your patrons can find you, right? Speaking of patrons, you could also do a Patreon. There's so many different links. You could do a school account. There's so many different things that you could do outside of being monetized and putting these systems in place before you're monetized. Now, I want to emphasize, like, let's say, for instance, you're not there already, but you can put like all these things in place beforehand. That's one thing I wish I would have done before is, came up with a website, which I'm actively working on, or design merch. You have all this time to, make videos, but on the back end, you should be working on other soft skills like a website and even talking to camera. Like, this is like, I would say my hardest, this is the hardest thing for me, that I'm still practicing. Like, that's why I do it so often. Like, talking to the camera is so, I don't know. It's always been this scary thing for me, but there's so many other things outside of monetization, and it doesn't scale how good or bad or where you are as far as a YouTuber. Let's move on to the next one. And I'm gonna be honest, this next one is huge because they will be challenges. There's gonna be doubt. I had a thing with self-esteem for a little while, and really doubting myself, thinking to myself that I can't do this. You can do this. Like, I can't tell you when, I can't tell you how, because you have, my hill is different from your hill. But what I can tell you is that you're more than capable. There's so many things that you do at your job, your side hustles. There's so many things that your friends and family probably tell you that you're good at all the time, but there's going to be challenges. I remember facing a challenge where I didn't know if I can make another video, or I took a break, and then that break ended up being this long drawn out thing. And those are challenges, like, learning how to make thumbnails, learning how to record footage on a camera that you just bought and you have no idea how it functions. There are tons of challenges along the way. And I empower you. If you're already making videos, let's say once a week, twice a week, or even once a month, you're already on your way. But my real advice for you is brace yourself. This stuff is going to be difficult and complicated, and you may make mistakes. I made tons of mistakes in my videos, and I just say, I glaze over. I'm just going to keep, posting the video or keep posting, consistently. All right, let's move on to the next one. Now this is a little bit of a long section. These are my advice. This is my advice for upcoming YouTubers. Like, and I'm gonna break these down into 5 little pieces. Like, this is the big one. Just start. Don't overthink it. You have the camera, you have your phone. Just start. Just start. Like, you literally need to just start. Don't listen to anybody's opinions. You know, if you have the passion, just start. And this one is self-explanatory. Like, you literally, if you have a passion, you have that fire that you want to create a YouTube video or a channel or a brand, and you have other things that you want to do, use YouTube as a way to kind of push all those things out. Just start. Don't wait. Don't wait till it's too late. Let's move on to the second one. And this is a big one in this segment. Like, don't compare yourself to others. There's people who have like big channels that are out there that have millions of subscribers. They have hundreds, they have thousands, whatever it is. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just start making the content. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. You don't owe anybody any apologies. It doesn't matter where they're at. You know, obviously you watch YouTube and you see the subscriber counts and stuff like that and the views. Don't compare yourself to others. You know, be a student at mastering your craft. You know, jealousy or a comparison is literally the theft of joy. Like, the fact that you bought a camera and you was excited about that camera and you was excited about creating that YouTube channel and you were thinking about your name for your channel, your banner, your photo. Be excited about those things. Be excited about your first video. Be excited about your first view and your first comment, your first subscription. Be excited about those. Don't compare yourself to others, you know. And the next one is be consistent. Being consistent helps you get an idea of analytics, what people like, what are some things that you dislike or things you want to make changes on. Be consistent. It's going to get you better at talking to the camera. It's going to get you better at everything else that comes with this whole YouTube journey. And this is my real advice. Like, this is my real genuine advice. Be consistent. I say this in almost every other video. Just be consistent. All right. The next one, challenge yourself. Like, legitimately challenge yourself to get better, to improve, to learn, to make change. If you're not successful at one thing, if you're not getting views or, you know, the thumbnails, practice those things. Practice talking to the camera, practice making thumbnails, practice talking to the camera. Like, I think I said that twice, but practice, like, you need to really, this is the biggest aspect, talking to the camera. Like, you need to practice these things because the only way you can get better is if you get reps in. All right, there's another one. This is the last one in this segment, for my real advice. Like, you need to celebrate the little wins. If you get to 100 subscribers, you get to 50 subscribers. If you get, let's say, way more views on your last video than you did on the one before, celebrate those things. Like, you have to genuinely, like, celebrate those small achievements, because what's going to happen is you're going to get discouraged. Celebrate these wins. Oh, you know what? This video didn't do as good, but you know what? I got more likes on this one. I got more comments. I got more engagement. Celebrate these things. All right. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. To sum all this up, like, YouTube, and I made a video about this, but YouTube has changed my life drastically. Like, I'm sticking to a schedule. I'm consistent. I'm comfortable talking to the camera. If I make a mistake on the camera, I'm not sweating it. And before, if I made one tiny mistake on camera, I would completely scrap the video. And that's crazy. And after you're done with this video, take a look at my first video. I always talk about that. Look at my first video on this channel. I was nervous. The camera was overexposed. I kept moving around. And I want you to understand, that's where I started. And this is where I am today. If you don't practice and do all these things and take this real advice, you know, you're never gonna get anywhere. Like, doing the same thing over and over is the definition of insanity. So trust me, I empower you. Stop beating yourself up. You know, stop like making excuses. You can do this, and you will. And with these real and honest steps, you'll go further than I have. Do me a favor. If you got value at this video, drop a like on the video, subscribe. I appreciate you. Seriously, you made it all the way to the end. You are a real one. Comment down below. Let me know some challenges and opportunities that you have faced throughout your YouTube journey, or what has held you back from creating content. I would love to hear it in the comments. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. Do me a favor, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.